and I saw Mike in Amsterdam.
His son.
His son is buffed. Is
Bigger than me?
You are nothing. You are like a little boy.
No.
Yes.
You said that about
compared to
Steve.
him.
No, you said that about Steve.
You watch Mike
Okay.
when he comes
All right.
in. His arms, it's like the guns.
Okay. But I'm gonna take him to Gold's Gym with me first. And like I took Steve. I took Steve to Gold's
Yeah?
Gym. Yeah, I took Steve to Gold's Gym. Are you good? You ready to start?
Let's go.
Okay. Don't bang the table. That guy you got in trouble last time, banging the table, but I moved the microphone so you don't get in trouble this time. All right. You feel good?
Good. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm ready to go. I got glasses on.
Yeah.
That looks too intelligent.
Yeah. Good.
You like it?
Put them on.
Okay, you like it?
Yes.
All right. You like my haircut?
Yes.
All right. A lot of compliments coming your way.
Yeah.
We're starting out early, a lot of compliments. So, all right, you were gone for a while,
Yes.
and had a lot of people here touch you.
I have fun with a lot of people.
I know you do.
But by the way, your glasses, I like them.
Yeah?
The head, the short haircut.
I know, a married man now.
Married man.
Married man, that's what you do. You got to change. You've been married for so long, you haven't taken the hat or the glasses off. 30 years.
Over 1987, something.
87, you got married.
Yeah.
Did you have a dog when you got married?
Oh, yeah. We had the pet shops.
Oh, that's
that
right.
time.
You had. I
That's
remember.
right,
That's when we
right.
first met. When
That's
you had
right.
you had a black cockatoo.
Yeah, I had the black palm cockatoo as well.
Cockatoo.
Yeah,
Crazy.
one
man.
of the rarest.
In the world.
Yeah. Do it.
All right.
So tell me something. What I want to ask.
All right, ask me.
First of all, I made a mistake the last podcast. I said EU charge €300 a year. It's $90 a year.
Yeah,
90
yeah,
euro
dollars
a year.
or whatever. Yeah.
€90 a year.
Yeah.
So that's my mistake. I apologize to
Yeah.
everyone.
What did they call you?
No.
Okay.
But somebody tell me, Avi, I know you don't pay it, but
Yeah.
it's wrong.
But to
And I
you,
said,
390, it's the same thing. Right?
No, but it's not fair for everybody to know. So I had to say it the right way.
Yeah.
The other thing, what is this? All of these guys coming over here and they're so stiff. Why you don't make them run around the property?
I tried to give him some marijuana first. They didn't want
Give
to
him some drugs. Give him some
Yeah.
drinks. Steve is like, I love this man.
Oh, no,
he's the guy. He's the best guy ever.
You didn't see the second podcast. He totally loosens up in the second podcast.
He loosened
Yeah,
up?
he loosened up a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
very intimidating sitting across from people. Not for you, but you know.
The cacamania baloney. Just loosen them up.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
Pierre, excellent.
Yeah, Pierre was good, but Pierre was in Sweden.
But it's still stiff. They're too
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
Vadim, excellent.
Yeah.
Again, too stiff.
Yep.
Loosen them up.
Okay, we got to do it.
Take a 2x4, hit them over the head. Do
know.
something. What is the big
I know,
deal?
people get nervous all the time. Podcast.
Huh?
They get nervous. People when they come to a podcast, they get a little bit.
I
nervous.
love them all.
No, they're
It's great people you bring. Now I want you to, for all your audience, to start sending text messages to Mike Deal.
Okay.
Because Mike Deal is an excellent guy to
Yeah,
bring
we got to
over.
get Mike on.
Yeah, so the only way we get him is people will start pushing
Pushing it for Mike Deal.
for Mike to
Yeah.
get over here because it will be a great one for you.
Okay,
He's
but-
still in a canine.
I know he is. And you know what? Steve talked about him so much. We had a Mike Deal bell that every time we talked about Mike Deal, we had to ring the bell every time because he wouldn't stop talking about Mike Deal.
Yeah,
You know?
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Mike Deal is a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
He compete a lot, like Frank, like me, but all those guys. But Mike been for a long time in the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a great person to have.
He's a legend.
It's very, very good. We're gonna get you Dave River.
We want Dave, yeah.
We'll get him.
Adlerhorst.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Adlerhorst. And I saw Mike in Amsterdam.
His son.
His son is buffed. Is
Bigger than me?
You are nothing. You are like a little boy.
No.
Yes.
You said that about
compared to
Steve.
him.
No, you said that about Steve.
You watch Mike
Okay.
when he comes
All right.
in. His arms, it's like the guns.
Okay. But I'm gonna take him to Gold's Gym with me first. And like I took Steve to Gold's
Yeah?
Gym. Yeah, I took Steve to Gold's Gym.
Mike is a great guy, and he should one day. We're gonna bring him too.
Okay.
But the one big shout is to South Florida to AJ.
Okay.
He sent me this T-shirt. I'm not the captain. He is.
No, you weren't,
But he sent me that. I helped them to get a puppy.
Okay.
And listen, this fire department, they rock.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. Well, we like all first responders.
Uh-huh.
Policemen, fire department, we're big supporters of that.
Yeah.
Right?
And,
all the time.
And I help whatever they ask, and they got a terror in the house, terrorist. Meaning the new puppy
the puppy. Okay.
is a terrorist.
Okay.
He sent me photos. His family is happy. And you can see on the door, and the puppy, he's happy, but I know he's destroying everything.
German Shepherd, right?
Yeah. It's a good bloodline.
Okay.
And I hope the best for them and to enjoy it.
Okay.
And he got what you ask.
Okay.
Let's say this way.
Okay.
So,
okay.
AJ, take care of yourself.
Okay, but one thing, everybody reveres that seat that you sat in, just so you know.
What?
The chair. Your chair.
The chair.
This is the new chair now. This is the new chair.
The new chair. Yes.
You like it?
It's not bad at all.
Okay, because you know what?
It's like a saddle.
People complain to me. They said everybody sits so low and you sit so high.
No, it's because you're trying to make everybody you look taller.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, you try to make yourself taller.
I sit strong.
He's not taller. He's short.
Yeah. I got it. That's why they're intimidated, because they sat too low.
So it doesn't work here.
No, I know. I can't even put my chair down anymore. I can't put my chair. This is as low as it goes. And what are we about even here? Yeah. Look.
No, you're
a little bit tall. I sit very straight. That's why.
Hold on. I can do that too.
Put your chest out. My mother used to always say, chest out, chest out. We were talking about a lot of stuff. First of all, we love the shows FODA, Hit and Run. You got me onto FODA.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Great show.
It's a lot of realistic, but it's still a show.
Well, you know about this because you did a lot of work that you don't.
But it's not about that. It's the show is fantastic.
Fantastic.
That's what the
FODA.
main. And the second one.
Hit and Run.
Hit and Run. I think they took it from another movie kind and did it, but the second they saying they cancel it.
Yeah, you said the second season they didn't do it.
I just heard about it today.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Too
expensive for Netflix. So.
Crazy. All right, listen, the reason I want you to come here today, now you've been gone for
2 weeks, 2 full weeks.
2 full weeks. And you were in Europe.
And it was a tough trip.
Okay.
It's not as easy, but I hope one day for anyone to have the experience to go and do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, okay, I want to go to get a puppy or get a dog and I'll go flight somewhere and people will take care of me. You have to build it up.
Yeah.
It's not just overnight.
Right.
I know people for many, many years. A big shout is for
Thomas.
Adelka.
Okay.
Her name is Adela, but
Adela.
we're saying Adelka.
Okay.
It's more like endurance
Okay.
word.
Yeah.
And to Dennis, they picked me up at the airport of Prague, brought me over, and this is a good one. They brought me to a hotel and motel.
Motel.
And the villages there, it's 150 people. You have to understand. This is not, I call them a bunch of inbreds.
Okay.
That's what I call them.
Yeah.
And they're so nice. And it's like all their families all living in the same kind of village or maybe next door village.
Okay.
But they took me to this motel where they make the beer. It's number 2 company in the world to make the machines for the bars.
Okay.
So they made kind of a hotel, and they said to me, Avi, they have an apartments here. You can stay here. You like it better. And I said, let me see it. So we go in the back, and I said, look, and I said, hey, it's nice. I said, where's the restroom? I said, the restroom? Okay. Inside the shower. The toilet was in the shower.
Didn't you send me a picture of that?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I
I wanted
you
to go get it, but I started laughing, and they said, "What is normal? You take a shower, they have a toilet."
Yeah.
I'm like, give me a regular room. But that was hilarious. I never saw that ever. In the shower, you take a shower, That's incredible.
Yeah. I don't think I want to take a shower in that shower.
There is, right? I don't know how. Whoever thought about it to do it? I have no idea.
I don't know.
But that was the first. But it's pretty hard because you're flying from LA to Paris. Paris, you have to check out of the airport.
Really?
It's horrible. the goal, if you have a chance, don't go through the goal, ever.
Oh, Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Charles de Gaulle.
Terrible.
It's horrible. I had to get out, walk 2 miles to another terminal.
2 miles.
Yeah, it's a mile and a half to 2.
Wow.
And then when you go in, you have to check in again. So now I bought stuff in duty free.
Yeah.
So lucky I didn't open the bag.
Right.
Lucky I didn't open the bag and just shove it inside my... So the opener said, no, you cannot. I said, you call your supervisor. I'm not going. Or you guys give me back the money. You take it inside. And eventually they say, okay, go.
Yeah.
We get to Prague. Incredible airport.
Nice.
Easy. In, out. Excellent.
Crazy.
And then we went to his place. And that's where the next morning I saw the dog the first time. And I flew special to see this dog, Orkan.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Okay, so you didn't know you were going. I thought you were looking at a bunch of different dogs.
I said I'm going to look at others, but the main was to go to see him.
Orkan.
Okay. 16, 17 months old, really nice, but they never show me the bite work.
Okay.
They only show me a little bit healing. And I ask him not to do tracking, not to do BDN, not to do, just do a long bite and escape, just for the dog to have something so I can see. So I went there, and the next morning they show me, and I was like, whoa, nice. But again, I know Dennis post in Facebook, and I share it as well, long bite and escape. And when Dennis fall down, that was in Germany, and Adelka was laughing. She laughing because of payback, because he pissed her off about something else. So she was laughing, enjoying herself. But in the US, we have a lot of dogs who are doing beautiful long bites and beautiful escape.
Sure.
But this is a raw material animal, meaning it doesn't have nothing, no control, no respect,
no out,
nothing. So he just seeing it and he flies. When he hit 3 years, when he's IGP 3 with all the control and all the everything in him, then we can say good dog or not. So in the beginning, we want to see that. It's like I always say, you want to make this shape, and I put a square wood of a piece of wood, a square, 5 by 5 square wood.
Okay.
What is easier to make the shape? Cut the wood off to make the shape, or to add to the wood to make the shape? What is it?
Cut it off.
Very good.
Thank you.
So
I thought you were going to trick me.
almost. So it's easier. So I want to see, it's like in the military. You want to see the kids 17 and a half, 18, fully powered. And then you shape them to where you want them to go. And the same thing on the dogs. You want to see them like maniacs. And now it's time to shape it to the direction you want. Now, if he can handle it and he can still hold his power after all this work, and it's always there is one handler better than another. There is one trainer better than another. Something is not good for me will be good for you. And one not good for you will be good for me.
Right.
So we will see. The one thing different is friendly dog.
Okay, that's rare for you, right?
I never had, but it's friendly because we didn't do nothing yet. So when I said he doesn't know Platz, he doesn't know sit, and I'm working with him, but every time I work him, I see he doesn't drop his ear or something when I give him something. So I know he have it inside, not to push yet. He needs some time to be with me. After a month, then I'm going to start asking.
Okay.
Today, it's only been 2 weeks with me. So, but the main thing was for me to check. I saw the bite. I didn't have to worry anymore. I saw a little bit healing. I didn't have to worry. For me, it's the tracking.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, I'm going there with them, and I can't take the dog on my hand because she's still having the dog under her.
Okay.
So different handling, and I know what I want to see, and I don't see it yet.
Okay.
I don't see it a week, and I'm like, is it? Because if he's not good in tracking,
you can't use him.
It's not for me.
Right.
After a week of training there, And by the way, what is beautiful in Czech and in Europe,
Attractive.
during the time I stayed there, they had the grandma had a party of, she was 80 years old, something like that.
Okay.
And it was amazing how all the family together got together, built a tent in the backyard.
Nice.
We all put it together, helped carrying, and they make such a beautiful party for her, and food and drink, and they can drink.
The Czech?
Whoa!
Yeah.
There's nothing else besides drinking.
Worse than the Germans?
At the same time,
Same,
because
okay,
it's the city people, I don't think as much as the outside.
For sure.
Because the outside, there is nothing
Nothing
else.
to do.
Nothing to do.
Right, tolerance.
And when you drive from one village to another, the road is less than one lane, and there's two cars passing by.
Right.
And you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it was a real fun to see them and to meet people. They don't speak the language, but great family.
How far away from Prague is it? Where you were?
An hour and a half.
Okay.
Into the villages. And the worst, they have checkpoints sometimes.
Uh-huh.
I'm going with Adelka, her girl who worked with her, and me. I'm driving the big Mercedes stick shift, and we're going tracking. And from nowhere, a policeman said to me, "Stop." I said, "Okay." I said, "Adelka, give me my wallet." So I take my wallet, I open it, I said, "Hey, how you doing? Everything okay?" And he looked at me like, "What the hell? In this village, you find somebody over from the US,
Right.
show him the driver, said, 'Everything okay? I'm from America.'"
That's funny.
Said, "You can go. Seatbelt." And I said, yeah, you're right, seatbelt. And they let me go. It was pretty fun. But the people are nice.
Yeah.
They want to. But then we had to drive to Germany because Thomas has his family, again, a big shout to them. It's Thomas, Sarah, and Damon. Incredible family.
Nice.
I wish everybody will have people they know and build a relationship to have people to go there and to see other things. And what it was beautiful to go there to Germany, it wasn't about the dogs, they just opened a new club, Thomas.
Oh, okay.
So the clubhouse belonged to the soccer team in that whole area.
Okay.
So they had to make a party for all these old people because the clubhouse and the field built in the 1950s, in the 40s, 50s, something like that. And after that, all these people are they're much older than I am. And they made them a nice party, taking the sign out and and you have to see the people, how they got very emotion. Took the sign off, put another sign for club sport, dog sport. It was great to see it. And then they had the trial for the dogs. So, but for Sarah Haas, his wife, how she take care, because I'm bad with food.
I know, you told me.
I'm horrible.
You have an issue with it.
She have to bring me cheese. She have to bring me bread. I don't eat much. Also pasta.
Yeah.
And she always asks, what you gonna want to eat tonight? And I'm like, I don't want to bother nobody. It's okay. I can have a piece of cheese and a bread, and
You're fine.
I'm fine. No problem. But this is the biggest thing. But that's the first time too, when I was in Germany, I had the dog on my hand. And I said, I'm going to take him. Let me be with him. So I'm taking him to the hotel, again, motel. And in Germany, it's raining. So I said, I walk with him every night before I go to bed. And he stay in my room in a crate because he's too wild.
I was going to ask you, you didn't get to sleep in the bed with him?
No. He's a 95 to 100 pound dog, but with a brain of 3.5 months old.
But he would have liked to sleep in bed with you.
And he never had anybody with him, meaning...
Oh, he's always in a kennel.
Because he born in Czech.
Okay.
He was living in a kennel. From the kennel up to 8 months, Dennis got him.
Okay.
Brought him to his place. From his place, he brought it to Thomas, because Thomas have very nice big kennels. His full brother is there is two full brothers. I know about them. One full brother went to the military.
Okay.
Orkan is with me. And there is another one, Orto, is with the world champion in Spain, Pierre Lemire.
Okay.
Later on, I found out. I didn't find out on the spot. Later, I found out about it. But when I took him at night, before I left, I put him in a crate all night. It's raining, it's dark, there's no lights like here.
Right.
So I was walking with him, and he saw a guy walking, but in the rain, and he walked kind of funny.
Yeah.
Suspicious. And the dog just stooped there, pick up the tail, and I look and I said, will you move or you stay? He didn't want to move. Stood there. And I said, you know what?
Take him.
You are coming to America.
Yeah.
Because he showed me right there, there's no fear or nothing.
Yeah.
But it's strange because when the dog was in the kennel 8 months, coming to Dennis, from Dennis go to Thomas up to a year, and then from a year or 13 months he went back to Dennis.
Okay.
And Dennis worked with him. But what he did, it was kennel, car, field, car, kennel.
Kennel, yeah.
So the dog didn't have no one to be attached to.
Right.
So you give him a ball, he runs away, he lay down, and when you ask him for the ball, he will not give you.
Okay.
Because
he doesn't know.
He doesn't know, and he doesn't want to give because he's by himself.
Yeah.
There's no somebody he trusts.
Yeah. So what do you do with that? So you're going to get this dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is the biggest topic.
Yeah.
So my question is, it's for all the breeders out there.
Okay.
Maybe you're going to tell me something new because
I doubt it.
No. Be serious because
Okay.
because it's something very important.
Okay.
And I talked about it today with Mike William, another guy in the US, and he said, Abi, you should talk about this. And I said, let's find out how we put it together, because all of us, we know when we breed as a puppy, we breed dogs, we have puppies, socialize him, take him here, take him to the bank, take him to the hotel, anywhere, so they not have any fear.
Right.
And they will know how to walk with the shiny floor, from marbles, from
Right.
wood to cement, all that. And that's what we do. And we always say, if the dog's suspicious, the guy didn't socialize him.
Right.
The guy didn't. But hold on one second. This is a big problem here. Nothing is a problem. I have an issue with this because this dog came from kennel to another kennel to another kennel. They don't live in a city. They live in the forest. Villages. So the dog doesn't have no exposure of nothing. Now I have an 18-month-old dog, and I walk with him. He doesn't have fear from nothing. Meaning he's friendly, good, but at the same time, he doesn't have no fear. I took him to the airport. He walks in like he owns it. Different floor, stairs in the hotel. I did a lot of things. And so what is it? Is it genetics? It's socialized? Because he wasn't. What is it? And one of the best people to ask is Pierre.
Yeah, for sure.
Malcolm.
Pierre, yeah.
He's a big breeder. He does all that
Temperament testing.
And I thought, because in his bloodline you have some dogs, it can be aggression, dog aggression. He's not dog aggression. So something doesn't make sense here, because he didn't have the socialization, he didn't have exposure anywhere. With me in the last 2 weeks, he had more exposure, I think, all his life. Between the airports, between flying, between the cars in the house, between all what I'm doing, and bring him into office buildings, and he act like he been there, or it's so. What is it? So that's the question, and I like to hear from other people. Is it genetic? because they didn't socialize him. But we always say, when you get a puppy, socialize him so he doesn't have to worry.
Yeah.
It's not. And today we had this big conversation again with Mike William, and he's a breeder.
Yeah.
He used to be a big breeder, and he still is. And he's saying, Avi, this is a good topic to talk about. I said, yeah, I just looked at it that way because I didn't expect that from him. I expect for him to be suspicious of something, nervous. And then you show him, and then
he's okay. Right?
Then I go to the field for tracking in Camarillo, and you see all these women with big hat, mask in their face.
Yeah.
He goes to them, play, come back, and I'm like, how is not this zero suspicion? Now, you know good enough from people when you are open and, hey, how you doing?
Right,
My name
right,
is
right.
Avi. You know, these guys are strong. They're not afraid of nothing.
Right.
But this is a dog.
Yeah.
And he's still acting. So where it's coming from? Is it genetic? Pierre, come on, Pierre.
Yeah,
tell
Pierre.
us. Is it genetic? From where it's coming?
That's a great topic. Yeah.
It's a great thing where it's because I always thought socialize your puppy
Yeah,
as
we all
much as
think
you
that.
can,
Yeah.
and then it will be better.
Right.
But this one didn't. So where it's coming from?
I mean, I think even like having talked to Pierre about it, I think overall, any of these people, including you and me, will say that good genetics wins out over everything. Like if you have a poor genetic dog, the dog's not going to, you can socialize them all you want. You can train them all you want. You just got really bad genetics.
Yeah.
So you can't fix it.
We have national champion dogs in this country and in the world, like Ori in 1992, he was the world champion. He couldn't stamp on the podium. He would be shaking.
Wow.
On the field, there are 100. Outside the field, they couldn't react. It was a different kind of dog completely.
Yeah.
So is that it's and there is so much to learn. It's like what we're seeing today in Obedient, and we think, wow, it looks so beautiful compared to 1980 and 92.
Yeah.
Oh, 92. If I look at myself in the video, I'm like, I don't want to see because it looks horrible.
Yeah.
Okay. And for sure, in 10 years from now,
Better.
it will be even better. And then you will look back and say, holy, that's what we did. Look at this today.
Yeah.
So it's evolved.
So I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question based on that, because you said that dog, that one dog we were just talking about, Ori, 100 on the field, but you can't stand on the podium. You really can't do anything.
And there's other dogs.
Right. But
even in the national for US,
Right.
we have some dogs who won the national, but they're not
social.
They're not environmental.
Okay. So how do you feel about that? Like for you, would you take a dog?
No.
Okay, that's an important part, right? So
Yeah.
you want a dog that you can take home, a dog that you can be out with, whatever, right?
I cannot bring him over here and he will be like going in the corner.
Right.
No way. I will start sweat.
Yeah, me too.
I will start to feel not good. And I said, you go away from me.
Yeah.
You're not my part.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like my stallion. I ride my stallion, and if you see a rattlesnake, he takes the leg and you're going to kill it.
Wow.
I had another stallion. We saw a buck, and he turned and he started running, and I'm holding him, and I said, "You not going to stay with me." I saw them right away.
Right.
It have to have something.
Yeah, I agree.
But look, a good dog is a good dog.
Right.
Yeah. What we're looking for, it's the sport.
Mm-hmm.
So if the dog does perfect on the field and you don't mind at home or different flooring, you're becoming Puma.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
like he doesn't know what to do with the ground.
Yeah.
It's okay because
It's just a
you
sport.
need it on the field. And on the field is 100. So I like it to be all around. If I'm going to have to deal with him, be all around for me.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm so big on that. I mean, my thing is, I mean, I love the sport and I want to get back into it, but my thing is, I just want a good dog that's just all the way around. You know, I can take him anywhere.
That's difficult to find.
I know, but you know what? That's where I sacrifice the sport. You know, my dog's average for the sport, but
it's average. But you love them, and I
do.
respect it.
Yeah, no, for me, that's my thing.
For me, if I'll have a dog, it's one only.
Yeah.
I can't separate myself to two. I tried 2 dogs. It didn't work for me. I have to have one at a time. And but I ask a lot more. And that's the beauty about the clubs. Not everybody have to do what I want to do. Some people come to the club, and I loved it in Germany. They have the clubhouse. They have their barbecue, their beer. And the bottom, everybody train a little bit, doing whatever they want. And then they enjoy their lifestyle. You know, it's all about family for them. And then there is the 5-10% max people who wants to do the big competition. And it's very difficult. But these guys don't enjoy. Those guys...
Just for sport.
They're training every day like me. I am there on the field tracking daily, every morning, 5 in the morning. I'm already up.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's just segue, because one thing that I think everybody wants to know, especially from a guy like you, and I didn't get into it with any of the other people, is I want to go through your daily routine. I want to know you. I know you wake up early, because I used to wake up 4:30, and you already have sent me texts. So you're up early and you're out tracking every single day.
Every day.
Okay, so I want to spend a day with you, and I want to talk about what you wake up, you go out, and you do tracking.
I do tracking, I must, and then I walk with him for 6 miles.
After tracking?
After tracking.
Okay.
Meaning I must do my 12,000, 13,000 steps on the field. Meaning, because he's a new dog, he doesn't know me, I have to let him go free.
Free, what do you mean?
I mean, no leash, no nothing.
Okay.
On the fields where I do the tracking, I can let him loose. And I walk. So if he runs somewhere, there is nowhere to run. It's huge area of the sod farm. So I already know all my area around and how to walk. So I in a way, he built muscles by walking. He doesn't have to run to do that. But at the same time, he started to be friendly with me. So in the beginning, I gave him a ball and he went away. And I said, I'm not running after you. I'm walking. And then he saw me leaving, and then he came. By today, he's already come, and I open my hand. He brings the rope so I can hold it and let go. So I show him, I'm taken, but I give it to you back. So the friendship become better and better. And I believe in tracking, it's the best bonding.
Yeah, bonding is great. I agree.
And I have to do around 30, 40 tracks, meaning 40 days, because it's every day.
1 track a day.
Every day a track.
And how long is that
That's the only
track?
place he eat.
Okay, so you're only feeding him on the track.
Absolutely, because in the beginning, I didn't thought he have the food right. And I called Dirk Adler, who is, he was winning the BSP 2 times in a row. He's a fantastic guy. And he showed me about tracking more than what I used to know from years ago. And I said, listen, the bloodline, it's fantastic for tracking, but I don't see the food right. I said, well, cut the food at home and don't feed at home and just feed in the tracking. Wait 3 days. So I drop it down to a quarter of the amount of feeding for 3 days, and then went to the field. And then everything start moving. The thing is, they don't know what you ask them. So you show it slowly, don't get angry, and eventually they figure it out. Look, in obedience, you use ball. Protection, you use sleeve. Tracking, you must use food.
Absolutely.
There's no other way. If you don't have that, you cannot continue. So for the last week and a half now, it's becoming fantastic in the track.
So how many hours are you on the tracking?
I start at 6:45. I am there till 10.
Okay, wow. So 3 hours.
But no. I let the track.
No, I know. You let it age.
No, I don't even.
You don't age it?
No, not for young dog. I lay it, put the food, put everything, run it.
And you're doing food in every footstep?
Right now, yes. Just to teach him the system to go from one foot to another. And when it's done, then we start walking for 5 miles. I must do that with him so he's relaxed, he runs, he's free, and that's where you get the bonding. And obedience will start in 2 weeks.
So what is the obedience going to look like? Give me an idea with your dogs. How long is an obedience session? What do you do in an obedience session? When you first start
it's
a
8
puppy,
months. 8 minutes.
But
8
that's
to
the
10
routine.
minutes.
That's all you do.
Only that.
Okay,
enough.
so you agree with me. I think people shouldn't do it for a long,
Absolutely.
burnt out the dog.
You have to decide what you're going to train today.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to train sit and down,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to work. I don't even do sit and down. If I work on a sit, only sit.
No down.
Nothing.
I'm glad you said that. Okay.
Until it's perfect.
Right.
Then down. But always it's the down first.
Of course,
So
yes.
the down takes time. And if you have dominant male, it's hard to make him down. So you have to have a different with the ball, with food, whatever it takes,
Mm-hmm.
and do that.
Okay.
And there is a lot of excellent trainers in this country who are doing fantastic
For
job.
sure.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the healing.
Okay.
And the healing have to start with the ball. And from the ball, it goes to no ball. And then
Right.
it's involving. But really, it's 8 to 10 minutes.
But do you do more than one session?
And no.
Really? Okay.
As I go, by the end of 10 minutes, I stop.
Okay.
He does something good, and I stop.
You always stop on the positive,
And
right?
the positive,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay.
And then again, protection later on at night.
Okay.
But the obedient, I do it in the middle of the day.
Okay. So you
When
start
I-
early morning. We're going to do tracking.
Bring him home, give him free to be in the yard.
Okay.
And then around 12, 1 o'clock, I go out and say, okay, let's do some light obedient.
Okay.
And then at 6 o'clock when I meet the other guys to train,
Mm-hmm.
it's daily. That's
Okay.
what it is every
Okay.
day.
Okay.
And we meet, then we do some light obedient again, few minutes, and then go to the protection to build them up
Got it.
to where we want them to be.
So now, when
That
you
sticks.
start that training, now this dog has a nice bite, right? Will you start with doing some tug work or some
No,
rag work?
no,
You go right
nothing,
to
nothing.
right to the sleeve.
Right to sleep.
Okay.
For 18 months, if you cannot do sleep, then
Right.
why are you having it?
Right. But if you were going to start a puppy, like
I will not do nothing with the puppy.
Is it? You never give me that. I'm always trying to get that answer.
I'll
out of you.
never
Okay.
work with the puppy
Okay.
with the tag and bite me in the pants and all that. I
You don't
hate
do-
that.
You don't deal with that.
No, I leave him alone. It's like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
17 years old. Now I'm gonna start shaping him to the military, to wherever unit I want him.
Right.
So let him grow wild.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
There is a lot of trainers who are training puppies because people cannot handle
Right.
all that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you have Oscar. You have all
Yeah.
these guys who professional trainers
Yeah.
who are doing it because people cannot handle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, if it's for the sport, let them be a puppy for 8 months. 8 to 9 months, I'm gonna give him a bite. I'll see what he got.
Okay. So
If he
what is
doesn't
that
show
bite
me-
on? What are you going to show him that bite on? Like a sleeve, a rag, or
I'm gonna have a half sleeve,
half sleeve? Okay.
and I'm gonna push a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and see what he got.
Mm-hmm.
And if he show me good, that's enough. Then a year old, they're gonna start again. By the time he's 16, 18 months, that's the time we start.
Okay.
Now you have to give it to me, because if you're not gonna give it, you're gone.
Yeah.
You know.
But obedience, when you have an 8-month-old, you would let a puppy, in your mindset, you would let a puppy go for 8 months and then start putting obedience in.
Now this is a big subject, because a lot of people will say, "Oh, I love training it obedient already from a puppy."
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, I wanna
If
get
you
your opinion.
want and it works for you, fine.
Sure.
I don't.
Okay.
I want
It's a different theory.
17 months, 18. Then when I can say it's harder,
For sure.
no question.
For sure.
But then I have to be
Yeah.
stronger, and I know you can take it better. But remember, don't correct the animal without him knowing
What he's doing wrong. Yeah.
Why he's get corrected.
I'm glad you said that, because even with your theory, I mean, I like the idea of shaping the puppies, but your idea is more of cutting, like we talked about the square in the beginning of the show. You're saying to take that puppy and cut away the stuff you don't want and end up with the perfect diamond.
Sure, but
Right.
it's a very difficult for
It's very
most people at 18 months.
Yeah.
And if he becoming a monster home, and he's like, now you're saying, give it to me. And he said, hey.
Yeah.
What? And he start growling at you. Now you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So you have to know the dog doing the way up to 18 months
Yeah.
to say, oh, he can be up to 18 months. He will not do nothing.
Right.
Or there is some of them who getting to be so strong before,
Mm-hmm.
and they like, oh, we need to start training
Earlier.
now, because if not, it will be a rebellion, even worse.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of dogs who is a givers, and there is one who takers.
For sure.
Like my old dogs, the tough ones, the real hard dogs,
Takers, right?
they are takers. They're gonna do it because you're there and you are a strong man, and they know you are, but they play macho too.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna do it. They will not give you everything.
Yeah.
They will be with you. They will do it because you're a buddy of them. But it's not the same when a dog come and said, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So when people say, like even the military, "Oh, these guys are buffed," no, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
The Rangers, they're not supposed to be. They have to work together as a team.
Yeah.
And the minute they work as a team, it's better than all these big Hercules, big body. When one shot, they start running.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, all these guys that I've had on, Will from the SEALs, and our friend Steve, who there's nobody better than Steve's tubes.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody
Steve,
better.
Steve
right?
is amazing.
Right? Awesome.
Steve, wake up.
Steve's tubes.
Oh, I see him so many places. Man.
Hey, Avi, no pussies here at my club. We catch dogs in flip-flops. Dog wasn't born, but I can't catch in flip-flops, big boy.
The story I have with him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
But he said, every time I said, he said, there's so many guys who are tougher than me. There's so many guys who've done more than me. There's so many guys who've done.
There's always somebody more.
There's always more. But what's amazing is this humility in these guys.
Sure,
right?
they have to.
They have to be humble because they're a team. They're functioning as a team.
They have to. It's again, it's not about your strength. It's the strength of your team.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be sure somebody behind me,
Yeah.
and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
The minute I get stabbed,
You're dead. You're dead. Yeah.
Finished.
But I want to talk about this thing because it's such a good analogy, and I think it's rare. I think it's important that people understand your level of understanding and training a dog, because for somebody to take a dog at 18 months, and Pierre has this idea too, where he says, I like taking these dogs and I let them be with a family for a year, 14 months, and then I start training them. But I think it obviously it's a great idea, but if you take and you start cutting away and cutting away and cutting away like the diamond, and you do too much cutting away, you end up with nothing. Right?
But then you don't want them anyway.
Right, but it could hurt a dog that might have not necessarily been.
Yeah, but a strong dog is a strong dog.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Okay.
Genetics is inside of him.
You do.
So Pierre is right. I like it too. A lot of people say, no, I love to train puppies. And that's great.
Fine too.
I have no problem whatsoever. It is a lot of way to get to Jerusalem, There is
Exactly.
Whatever you want,
Yeah.
you can do. It's the only thing is I'm not the obedient man. Myself.
Right.
So I can ask always the obedient of my dog too.
Okay.
So I would love him to be obedient for me, but the important parts for me is the track and protection. Obedient you have to be is good, but there's some people who are doing amazing.
Yeah.
They have the hand, they have the talent to do that.
What do you think, Lou? I'm going to throw a name out there, and I want to see what you're going to say about it. Frank Phillips.
Excellent.
Right?
Frank Phillips can do that. You have Corina. You have there is a good amount of people in the U.S.
There's something about Frank. I like watching him. I've seen so many good. I mean, I like watching you compete. We trained together a couple of times, but I just enjoy when I saw Frank. He just released a thing. Just watching something about the way he does it, and there's a thing about it, right?
Is great for what he's doing.
Yeah.
Don't forget, for Frank is dogs,
Yeah.
and dogs.
And dogs.
And dogs.
Yeah.
And if you talk about anything else,
We'll go right back to dogs.
we go back to dogs. And there's the other people who work very hard to get, they don't have 97,
Yeah.
but they have
92.
92, 90. But if they do 97 in tracking and 97 in protection, then
first
they are
place.
top 5.
Right.
Top 5, top
Yeah.
10. So
Yeah.
it's where you want to spend your time.
Yeah.
Most of people don't like to wake up in the morning to go tracking.
Yeah.
And plus, it's very difficult because they have a job to go to.
Here's another difficult thing with tracking. Like when you were in Europe and I watched the European tracking, there's so many beautiful fields, right?
This is like endless.
Endless.
You get out of the backyard that Thomas has.
Yeah.
You cross. I'm walking 30 feet, and
Yeah.
I have a field you're dreaming about.
I know.
But what else there is?
Cows.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
You go, you see deers, you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is one neighbor we have the terrier hunters. It's a German Yaki, the Yaki dog.
I don't know this one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
These dogs, I never saw in my life how a big German Shepherd will come after a boar or something, and he will be like, This Yaki terrier like this.
Oh, small dog.
Small dog. Fly straight in and get him. No fear. You have to check on
Okay, I'm gonna
Google
do
the
it.
Yaki.
Okay.
It's absolutely incredible.
Wow.
You have any animal outside, the hunters, it's done.
Kill it. They kill it.
They kill it.
Wow.
And the hunters going with that to get the fox.
Oh, okay,
or
yeah,
to get the deer. They have
Wow.
zero fear.
Wow.
So I said to Thomas this time, I said, show me the kennel there. Show me. He said, okay, come on. So he showed me the kennel. You cannot walk in the kennel. It's like, everybody's screaming but
It's not a pet.
they're not pets.
Mm-hmm.
I said, can they be pets? And he said, Avi, I don't think so. Not these guys,
Right.
but maybe different. But the Yaki is very incredible. And when somebody have it, say, oh, this guy have a Yaki. And I'm like, and everybody, whoa.
Yeah.
Meaning
Yeah.
he's serious to have a Yaki.
Yeah.
Because he will go after anything.
But okay, so back to the tracking thing though. So because you have a great luxury because you're tied in with the police and the military and stuff, so you get special treatment. But the average person to find tracking, if you live in an area like Los Angeles, right?
Is in trouble.
Yeah, so it's very, very hard.
If like even my friends who I train with, they're saying to me, when they want to go tracking, I have to be there. Now I'm there every day, so it's not a problem. So let's say if Dr. Greg want to come, he knows I'm gonna be there in the morning.
Right.
So if he feel like today to come and he have some time off, he show up. If not, he doesn't show up. But you cannot go there by yourself because you can
Get thrown off.
It's not simple here in California.
It's not.
Now in
Southern California.
Indiana,
Right.
New Hampshire, where Frank and Vadim and Mike Deal and all the others, or Mike William in Iowa, or I have no idea what other places.
Yeah.
They have fields like from here to endless.
Yeah.
Texas, they have the fields, but each one of them too, they have different problems. Meaning you have the fire ants in Texas.
Yeah.
There is the other people who have different kind of stuff.
Valley fever.
I had never heard about that in Arizona.
No, in Arizona is where it is.
Yes.
Yeah, but outside
I
of
never
there,
heard about that before until
know.
first time I went to Arizona and I said, let's go track here. And they're saying, no, valley fever. I said, what is that?
Yeah, it's gnarly.
So there is a lot of,
Yeah.
even in the field I'm going every morning. The farmers, every morning I check and I said, which field?
Yeah.
Because they spray it.
Okay, I want to talk to you about that.
So we have to be very, very careful. It's not just to go on every field.
Right.
And lucky it's good they put a sign up to what date I cannot be on this field.
Got it.
So they have like 200 acres there.
Yeah.
So they tell me, go to the 4th or 5th field, meaning different area.
Yeah, you know the numbers.
The way they call it. So, and I'm checking every morning because
That's darn gnarly, yeah.
scary. I don't know what he will do. Why take chances?
Why take a chance? And so many people, I think, get out there and they say, I'm going to track, and they find a dirt field, and they don't know when they sprayed it last, when they turned it last, what they had planted there.
Oh, dirt in California, I don't think you have a problem.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I worry.
I hope.
Well, I mean, I think, if you don't know when they sprayed it last, what they sprayed, I'll tell you one time I was tracking, And it was my friend Robert. I don't know if you know Robert from the Mondio Club, Robert Wademan. And I went to a field and he goes, just let me show you something. And I waited there, and I'll tell you something. An hour later, a crop duster went down, just cropped the whole field.
Yeah. Look, the farmers do what they have to do.
For sure, they have to. It's their field.
Don't go on the field
Yeah.
without us permission.
For sure.
During the 80s, we used to do that. Today, no way. Excuse me, can I do that?
Right.
No, I'll pay.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
There is still people who are trying to jump into some fields
Yeah.
and doing it and saying, until they show up, I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I can't train that way. I cannot worry every second somebody will show up.
Right.
And the farmers in different places, they'll pull a gun and shoot you.
Or your dog.
Yeah, but it's wrong to do. It's their private property.
Yeah.
It's
Of course, I believe
respect it.
Right. So you always start your dogs on grass for tracking?
Yes.
And
always.
but a lot of times when you track in California, you end up on a trial in dirt.
That's right. But first in grass, and then I go to dirt.
Okay.
So it's mix it.
Right.
You mix, because I see them like when they finish the sod farm, they already sold it.
Yeah, they turn it.
They turn it again and they make it, and they for 2 days it's like beautiful dirt.
Yeah.
I jump on it just to see how we will handle.
Yeah.
And then back to grass.
Gotcha. Okay, so
so
that's your thing.
That's my thing to do, because most of places we track in the national level and everywhere, it's grass.
Got it. Okay, so at the higher levels and in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, like the BSP will be on dirt, I think.
Oh, really?
The world champion this year in Spain will be on dirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I would have thought it would always be on grass.
And not always. It's
Okay.
you never know, and that's the biggest problem we're having. When you have 70, 80 dogs competing,
Where do you get that much dirt?
You will not find the same grass to everyone.
Right. But it's not fair. It's not.
It's not fair.
Right.
But what are you gonna do? It's
Yeah.
lack of the draw.
Yeah.
Now, I call lack of the draw weather, time, and rain.
Right.
Conditions.
Conditions.
Rain, wind. But the field at least give me the same way as everyone else.
Sure.
Now, lack of the draw is the timing. If it's rain, nothing to do. If it's hot, nothing to. But give me the same field as and that's very difficult. A lot of time is very difficult to do.
So how long do you think, your pup's 18 months now?
Yeah.
Okay. When do you think you're going to start? Now, are you going to train him through 3 and then do 1, 2, 3? Or are you going to train him?
No.
You're going to train him to 1, pause,
Finish.
then
and
start on 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And I promise Germany and to Thomas and to Danny, I said, IGP 1, I'm going to come to Germany to do.
Okay.
I'll get them ready here,
Okay.
but I'll fly over there with him because I need to test him to see what happened after a long flight. Can
Right.
he come out and do the work?
Okay, so when you fly the dog, I want to talk about that because people competing, a lot of people do the fake service dog. They put the dog on the plane with them. How do you fly when you go with your dog?
He goes in a crate, in the belly.
Okay, let's talk about that because that's...
I need to be my own time too.
Okay, I like that. I like hearing that
Sure.
because the dog should be able to be a dog and the dog should be able to be in cargo
Sure.
because it's very safe. You flew
Yeah.
with your dog back here, right? So
No
all
problem.
these people who take their dogs and they say, oh, I don't want to put my dog in cargo. I'm going to take my dog on a plane. It's going to be a service therapy dog.
It's wrong.
Thank you.
It's what it is I feel the dog is safe in his crate.
Absolutely, yes.
When he's not in a crate, he doesn't feel comfortable.
He's not comfortable.
Now it's 12 hours flight direct from Amsterdam to here, or 10 hours.
Okay.
You want him to sit next to me
For 12
and
hours?
10 hours. No, there's no way. I cannot handle him with a cup of coffee when I finish tracking. I get home in the backyard and I sit and he's all over me.
Right.
And I can deal with him for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm holding myself for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So now I have to deal with him for no. My flight, I need to enjoy my flight too. So you go where you're supposed to go. I go where I'm supposed to go.
Right. And he's safe, right?
Absolutely. I never had any. Look, I always, before the flight, I'm looking to see if he loads up to my flight. And if I don't see the crate, I ask, my dog is here, I want to be sure he's in the flight.
Right.
So it's not just I'm going to my seat and
Right,
forget about it. I am checking with them. Then when it's, let's say there's a different stop, I'm looking through the window and I see who picked them up. A lot of people in the airport. They come, they put their head in the crate, and I hear the crate rattling like crazy. And I'm like going and said, please tell them not to do that.
Yeah,
that was with my old
with
dog.
Fury.
With Fury. With this dog, I hope he doesn't gonna do that. But he's still young. He's very young, a lot of power, and he doesn't know what he got.
Yeah.
So let's wait. When he attached to me completely, then I can see how he will act when other people will approach.
Yeah.
Right now, anybody approach him, he loves them because...
You must hate that.
No. In a way, I start to enjoy it because he start to like... Because trust me, when I finish protection, when I hold them in the collar and I twist the collar and I say, pass off, meaning watch the guy, he will be like full lion coming out.
Right.
And then out is out. So we can do this kind of a training. The thing is, I think, he's so friendly because he doesn't know who is he belong to.
Right. That's going to take time.
That will take time. So the moment he knows, like before, we used to leave him in a crate in the truck, and there was another 6 dogs in Germany and in Czech. We're taking one dog, bring him in, bring him out. Quiet, no problem. That's his job.
Nice.
Now, I get off my truck, he's in the crate, and he see me walk, he starts screaming in the crate. So now it start, hey, don't leave me, I want to be there. So he showed me already like he wants to be around, not
nice.
Just, so it's better, but hey, now you have to be quiet again.
Right.
You can't be crazy.
Yeah.
So
well, when are you going to, so he's 18 months now. When do you think you'll put the 1 on him? How long do you need to get him ready for that?
It will take a year.
Okay.
6, look.
Just under 3.
There is, because a lot of people want to train very quick. They put 1, 2, 3 by the time he's a year old.
Yeah, no.
You can do that if you have the right team with you. And it's great if you can do it. But I know a friend who did it in 6 months.
So 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. You understand? And then he start polishing it for competition.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
What there is to rush.
Yeah.
Let them grow. Let them be strong. I don't want him to be at 2 years on the field and by mistake somebody will make a wrong move and he get hurt and then the other get hurt. Let them grow. By the time he's 3, he's ready. He will be ready for everything.
By 3.
So I'll take my time. I will train him for above IGP 1, but he will start to do it very quick. The minute we do that, we go 1, 2, and 3, and then we're polishing it and trying to get it to a better level. But he have all the equipment.
Right.
But again, when we're talking about this kind of trip, it wasn't fun trip.
No.
It's you're always watching, you're looking in the other dogs, and you say, no, I'm going back to this.
Right.
You see another, you go back to this.
Were you ever at any time confused? Like, were you ever like, maybe that one has a little bit something I like? No. You were completely clear.
I was clear. I just wanted to see if there is something better, and I did it.
There wasn't even a close bet.
No.
It wasn't even like, maybe I should. No. That's
and,
good.
And some friends in Germany I just met for the new club, and they used to come, Abi, where's my dog? Abi, where's my dog? I said, that dog is not your dog. He's coming with me. I used to say, and until today we're laughing about it because, but everybody wants that big monster flying in the air.
Yeah.
Go deal with it. It's a different story. Then you have, not everybody, doesn't mean I can do great with him. It's I will give my best shot. When you have Vadim, you have Frank, and you have Zane, you have like a great team, like let's say in New Hampshire, they have a great team. They can do it together.
That's hard.
It's easy for them.
Yeah.
Mike Deal, he have incredible team. because even his son is All-American football
Wow.
was, and now he's became a helper. A real nice guy, David.
Yeah.
Superb, really, always smiling, always happy, and he became very quickly to top level helpers.
Yeah, but Mike is his dad.
So,
Right.
but
Mike's
the
training
kid,
him.
but the kid have to have the talent,
Of course. I
and because
understand
he's
that.
athletic and because
Yeah.
he's so good,
It helps.
he's amazing, you know, and
Right.
it's beautiful. And he have another guy by the name Eric, who is another guy who is very good. He have a lot of good helpers. Wallace Penn have big team together with him. I'm just giving you like
Yeah, no, I get it.
areas,
Yeah.
but it's a very, very difficult. If you don't have the team,
Yeah, it's impossible.
it's very, and a lot of people send me messages where I can find, and I said, where are you? I'm in Missouri. Okay, so I call Vadim, which one is a good club? He said,
Yeah.
go to this club.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, go there. So we helping people where to find a place
Yeah.
to train.
But it's not easy.
No,
Right? It's not easy at all.
not. It's,
And then you get somebody who hurts your dog or who's catching dogs who's not experienced. That's a problem.
look, the biggest problem is, again, I always say problem, but there is no problem. It's you have to be safe.
Yep.
You have to think
For the dog
the
first.
dog first, not you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Glad you said that. Yeah, it's so
It's-
important.
Like last Saturday night was Rich Rosen had to do a BH in Nathaniel's club. Real nice field. First
Okay.
time I went. Nathaniel is the head of judges
Yep.
for the USCA.
Nathaniel Roque, right?
Yeah, really, it was really nice to go there.
Nice guy.
Everybody was friendly. The judge was a very nice guy, woman. She will get angry.
Because you forgot her name.
Of course, I always forget the name. I'm not good in
Yeah,
the name.
okay, I know.
And but she wear always pink. That's her
Okay.
brand.
Okay.
Never mind.
We can edit it in later.
Later.
Yeah.
She will be angry.
I'll
Don't
cover
worry.
I'll cover you. I'll edit it.
So it was great to see Rich did the BH, and I see there are people who just first time never saw them before, and they enjoy themselves. It's a
Nice.
club, and they come and they say, "Hi, my name is this." I said, "Great job.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?" I said, "Great job. It's first time for you."
Sure.
And new helpers were there, and they're trying so hard.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's the beautiful about it. It's not like everyone have to be the national level or go to national or find a dog to go to the national. Because there is a lot of dogs out there who is national level dogs, but the guys don't want it.
Right.
I just want to come to the club, enjoy my beer,
Yeah.
talk with friends. Oh, a great day, and
Yep.
goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good night.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay too.
For sure.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
You know, you look at the dog and you say, "Shit, I wish I had.
Wish
this
I had that dog.
because I can do so much with it." And sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
So it's whatever it is.
Yeah.
As long as people enjoy and they're having fun and they have something to be belong structure,
Mm-hmm.
to be belong and to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mhm.
It's not about me, not about you. It's about everybody to have fun.
Yeah.
And don't miss out of the animal.
Mm-hmm.
That's my main thing.
Yeah. Do what's best for the animal.
Best for the animal. Like when I had my other dog, when I see like I don't have time for him,
Mm-hmm.
I had to find a place for him.
Yeah.
It's better for other people.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to do what's
Better
best
for
the
him.
dog. Yeah. Best for the dog.
For him than me.
Yeah.
You know, to collect good dogs, it's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to take care of them, right,
A
it
whole
will be a
other
big
story.
deal.
Yeah.
But the same time, again, like I said, to be in a serious competition, you almost have to be retired.
Yeah. That's a really good point because a lot of people don't look at the
Yes.
amount of time it takes. They ask me, and I'm always
Takes
training,
a
always doing
lot
something.
of time.
Yeah.
It's morning, it's afternoon, and it's night.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as let's put a chip, application.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I have the application. Everything works.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Or sending him
bother.
away to get trained. He comes back to you and you're not keeping up on it. It's another problem.
Yeah, you as a trainer, you know, when you teach them to sit down and to come, after a while, the dog doesn't do it anymore.
No.
They come back to you again.
Yeah.
Train it.
Yeah.
You know, Oscar doing a beautiful job there with the dog training. You do it. So you guys, that's your job to do it. Like me, yesterday I went to another friend who have a kennel. I hear the barking. I hear all these dogs. I said, how you do it?
Yeah, I can't live like that.
And he's saying, no problem. I don't hear it. I said, I'm like, you don't hear it?
Yeah.
I'm ready to leave. I can't.
I can't.
And lucky he had huge barn. Build it really, really nice. His name is Or, the guy. Brand new. He was in the military as a K9 in Israel, the guy. Name of the unit is Okets. It's a very, and Steve knows about them. But he's doing it for, and he built nice kennels, air conditioning inside.
Nice.
But when everything is inside, it's screaming.
Noise, yeah.
Oh my God. And I said to him, Or, you cannot leave here 5 minutes.
No.
Can't.
You have to, it's day and night.
He bought a big ranch in
Calabasas?
Moore Park.
Yeah.
Beautiful, huge. We're talking about serious property. And he's doing training. And he's very good. He have Malis, of course. Most of the trainers,
they have to have Malis.
Mali, because it's easy for obedient and it's something I can't deal with them, but a lot of people love them.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Yeah.
Do whatever good for you.
Right.
You know. But this kind of trip, it's difficult. It's not.
It's tough. It took a lot out of you.
It takes a lot because when last day we finished the trial there, and then we said we're going to Amsterdam because I'm flying from Amsterdam, because I said I don't want non-direct flight. Brand new dog.
Yeah. Nonstop.
First time he goes in one spot. If it's another dog who is been already traveling and knows everything, okay, there's no much choice.
Right.
But this first time, let's go straight.
Yep.
So we get to Amsterdam in the evening. We said, we'll go out. I said, I'm tired, let's eat something. Went bed. Next morning, we go for breakfast and said, now we will go around and let's have fun. Thomas, I need to go rest a little bit. And I was drained.
Wow.
So I went to the hotel, slept again, and they said, Avi, it's 6 in the evening. Come on up. Come on, let's go. And then we go out, and again, we had a nice dinner. By 4 o'clock the next morning, we have to pick up the dog from the boarding kennel and go to the airport, and then I flew. So Amsterdam, next time, we'll have fun there.
Yeah. This time, they'll have fun. Yeah.
It's
a fun town.
Enough to go if you have the right company.
Yeah.
You have dinner.
Yeah.
You have talk. You drink good wine.
Yeah.
You enjoy yourself.
Right.
That's perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was kind of, the dog is not with me now. He's in a kennel, and I'm always thinking, will they take him out? They will, it's
yeah, that's a big concern, right? I mean, how do you think about that?
Always in your head.
Brand new dog.
He
gets lost.
Yeah. Very expensive dog.
Yeah.
You're trying to do everything right.
Yeah.
And the most of thing for me, it was environmental. How we will handle the airport. How we will handle this. And every time he showed me like, no big deal.
Wow.
And that's why I was lucky.
Yeah,
really.
very lucky.
Because I don't think they knew.
Probably. How would they know,
because
right?
they never took him anywhere.
Yeah.
And they took him to the city one time. I know Dennis did it. At Thomas, he was in a kennel, and they took him out and everything. But he had a good life, but never exposed to all what I did in the last 2.5, 3 weeks.
Right. Now, how's he at home? Iris loves him?
He broke one of my tooth already.
Who did? The dog? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you do that? Jumping up on you?
Jumping on
Giving
me.
you a kiss?
So.
But how's Iris loves him?
It's a wild kid.
Okay.
He jumps.
How does is she okay with it or no?
Get out of the way. Go inside the house.
That's what you tell her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave him alone.
Okay.
I will not correct him yet.
No.
I will not do nothing. Time will come.
Yeah.
So right now, he does all these things, okay, because he doesn't know how to express himself.
Yeah.
So I always say, yeah, sometimes they are pain. Give some time.
Yeah.
And eventually, or they come down, or then you have to say, enough.
That's enough. Yeah.
Okay? But let them know you first before you asking.
I think that's really important. I think it's
You know?
it's a very important message you're saying there
Yeah.
for people.
They have to, because it's difficult. I don't say no. I sit outside. If I stand, I'm better. If I sit down and I have a coffee and he start, and I'm like, no,
Right.
and I have to watch my coffee and he's jump, but then he put his head, and then he wants to be with you.
Yeah. How can you punish him for that, right?
He can't, because if you punish him, then he said, okay, he's the same way as all the others.
Right. And then you can't do obedience with him.
Not obedient. They all will do obedient because you tell them to do it, and they will do it. It's like I told you the first podcast we're saying, you can fall in love with a person, with a woman, and you love her. You give her everything. If she doesn't love you, I don't care what you do.
It doesn't matter.
She will leave you eventually.
Right.
So it's the same thing with them. If he loves you, he loves you. That's it. If he doesn't,
He doesn't.
Then he will do what you ask, but he doesn't going to give you everything he got.
Right.
You understand? When you call and you say, come, and he come with a rocket, he wants to come. And there's another dog who says, okay, I'm going to come. But he doesn't want to come. He wants to say,
Yeah.
get this.
Right.
And you see it under pressure dogs. You see it in championship, in competition. You say, oh, this dog is under pressure. Ooh.
Yeah.
And this one, oh, look at this, beautiful.
Yeah.
He runs, he does,
Yeah. That was a good conversation that with Vadim and I had. He said they really want to get away from these dogs who look like they're just being forced to do this. It's this pressure
But there is no other way sometime. You have to put pressure, because I will not do it today, because you know what? If I have to do that,
get rid of the dog.
You don't want to be with me anyway, so go.
Right. Yeah.
Some people say you have to do it.
Yeah.
There is a lot of methods. If you talk to other people, they're
Yeah.
gonna tell you completely different than I say.
Sure.
And it's okay too.
Yeah.
Nothing is right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's what you decide.
Yeah.
Some people saying, whatever I do, he shouldn't bite me. Now, how can you say that?
Right.
In a way, it could be he's right. I remember my son, when I live in the big place, the state in Malibu. He was, 14, and I told him to do something, and so, and he turned, and then from the side of my eye, I saw him. He did this.
Your son?
Yeah, he did this.
Yeah.
That moment, I picked him up, put him on the phone, and I came with my hand, and I was from, no, screaming. And I said, okay, pick him up, and I dropped him on the ground. Don't ever do that to me. I'm your dad.
Yeah.
Don't ever. He never did again. But what I'm saying today is 6'6".
Right.
There's no way. But what I'm saying is, he tried. He knew he shouldn't.
Right.
He tried. So if human, what?
For sure. Well, I'm going to say something about that. I mean, I think
I compare a lot of times.
I do too.
Animals, and
I do
some
too,
people say don't do it. I said
no,
yes.
I say yes.
So every person, how you want to take it.
Yeah, I think if you really love an animal, you're going to compare it to, especially a child. When I talk karate, I always compare dogs to children when I was teaching karate. I'm going to say something about you, and I don't know if you want me to say this or not, but I remember when you came over here one day, you were talking to your son, and I counted 6 times you said, I love you. And that reminded me of my dad, who's dead now. But my dad used to tell me he loved me 1,000 times. And the way I heard you talking with your son, it reminded me of my dad. And it brings tears to my eyes because my dad's not here anymore. But you really have, I know you love your child. And I know you love your dogs. And I think sometimes that putting that emphasis on, I'm in control because I know what's best for you.
I love the kids. I tell them, but I ask. All of them went to school. They bus the tourists up to get to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, don't mess with my dog.
For sure.
My daughter came one time and she said, "Oh, the dog." I said, "Don't touch him." That was with fear. And he came after.
Yeah.
"Oh, he should." I said, "That's his house. You're a visitor. Get her back to New York."
Yeah.
You know, I love you, but that's my dog now.
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah. And it's
You know,
because you warned, right? You said,
I love we have to love the kids because
Yeah.
the kids is our next generation
Yeah.
to prove us to do better than us.
Yeah.
We hope.
you hope so. Yeah.
You
You're
hope.
right. You're right.
And bring more help to the world. It sounds corny almost.
No, I know what you mean. To make the world a better place.
Try to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do, be straight. Don't rob. Don't be a crook.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing.
Yeah. I agree.
And then you have a great life
Yeah.
in front of you.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that's a good message right there to end it on.
Yeah,
I think that's.
But again, I'm going back to one question.
Tell me. Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
the breeders.
Yeah.
Is it genetic, the socialization, or we have to do it? I love to know that.
I would love
Pierre,
to.
I like to know that too.
Yeah.
So let's ask Pierre what he thinks. Let's ask others, and if you people can put some messages.
Yeah.
I
Let's
love
put that in the
as a
comments.
breeders who knows more, because how many breeding I ever did in my life?
Yeah.
4 or 5?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I don't know.
I'm not a big breeder,
Nope.
but I know the paperwork.
Yeah.
I know the bloodline on
Yeah.
the shepherd.
And you know the training.
I know what I want to see,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to know from them if they saw what I saw, because that's strange for me.
It's strange for me too.
It's
I agree
very
with you.
strange for me. This is the first time I got into this situation when he doesn't know nothing, he didn't see nothing, and nothing fazed him. What is it?
Right.
Because you have to act suspicious of something.
But
Nothing.
we
Zero.
know on him it's obviously genetics. But what the question?
I don't know. Is it?
But I mean, I think the
don't
question
know.
is it genetic or is it training?
No,
But he
no,
hasn't
no.
had training.
It doesn't have training. It doesn't have manners. It's zero respect.
Okay.
Zero training. Nothing. It's wild. 17 months. But how come there's no suspicious? Everywhere I take him, it doesn't show it. So what is it?
Yeah.
Is it? It's not socializing, because he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. I talked today with Dennis on the phone and said, "This is a good conversation. Tell me what." He said, "Abi, we didn't have time. We have too many dogs here." So
Yeah.
I said, "I know." I said, "That's why I'm asking. What is it?" He couldn't answer.
Nobody knows.
For sure, some people who is bigger breeders than us
Yeah.
knows.
They should know.
They should know, or give the right. But it's a great topic to talk about,
Yeah.
because this is an incredible example what I didn't have before.
Yeah. Yeah. Fury, right? Fury was not great.
Fury, no, he wasn't. The zero problem if you touch him.
Right. That's my point. Yeah.
But going
Anywhere.
airports, and
But
there's
he didn't like to
nothing.
be petted.
He just didn't like to
cuddled.
be petted. Oh, no way. You don't want to go above him and hug? No.
Right.
No.
Right.
We're not.
No.
That's not. But this is different. This is something.
Yeah. Well, let's
At
see.
least Fury live in the house as a puppy.
Oh, he was a puppy. Yeah.
As a puppy, up to a year, I think, or to 8 months or 10 months, he was with a woman living in the house. So
It was in
for
Germany.
sure, he had some socialization, and he knew he got strong.
Yeah.
But he was a boss there. But this guy, nothing. He have a little bit ear cut
Yeah, I
off.
saw,
They
yeah.
should. Who knows from a puppy? Who knows what happened?
Yeah. Fly.
His feet open, fingers like he's like a Michael Felt. He can swim real good because he opened his fingers.
Web
We're
feet.
laughing about it.
Yeah.
all the time. But there is nothing perfect.
Of course not. No.
So you look at it and say, okay, I like him, everything okay, so it's healthy. But I wish people will have the experience I have when
Yeah.
people pick you up, take care of you. They want you to be sure you're doing the right thing. They are standing next to you.
Yeah.
And it's not like you by yourself.
Right.
Should I buy him? Should I not? You have another guy said, Abi, this is better than this, right? And I said, yeah, you're right. And we comparing. And I'm talking to everyone, but I talk most of it to myself.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying to myself always, stop comparing, Avi. And all of us do that.
For sure.
We all comparing our dogs. And every time I was, how we will do, Fury did this, that one, that. Stop.
Yeah.
Learn not to compare.
That's very good advice.
And I'm talking to myself the same time
Right.
I'm talking to everyone else. All of us had dogs. All of us lost in one time or another. We lost dogs. When you get another one, don't compare. Completely let go. There is, in a way, you have to let them go.
It's good advice.
Let them go and concentrate on you. And I'm, again, when I'm saying it to everyone else, I'm telling it to myself because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's not like I am okay. I'm doing it.
Of course, we all do it.
We all do it. So every time I said to myself the same thing. Stop comparing. Let it go. Concentrate on that and try to do the best you can with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have opportunity to do well. Just don't compare.
Give it a chance.
Give it a chance. And that's why it's very difficult, Robert.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's not easy to, that dog was great and I can never have another better dog than this. No. Learn to let go, concentrate on you. And again, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
Same time, I'm to anyone else.
Yeah, that's good advice, though. If
It's-
you think like that, I know I think like that. I do.
I mean, I compare, of course. We
You
all
know?
do. What
Yeah.
there's nothing different one to another.
For sure.
But I hope people will enjoy this kind of conversation, especially with the socialization.
Yeah, I'd like
That
to know.
was a brand new for me to see something like that.
Well, let's see the
And-
comments.
yeah,
You know, from
I
especially
hope-
from breeders who know. I'd like to.
I would like to
limit it
hear that from
Yeah.
breeders because
No experience, nothing.
Nothing,
Why
zero.
is this dog so neutral?
no problem, no zero fear, night, roads, airports.
People, locations, textures,
Exactly.
sounds.
And I want to find out later because Dave River have the full brother, one of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he got it. Because Dave River have, by the way, he have all the contract for the military. So so Steve Troop get the dogs from him.
Yeah.
He have to go through Dave River. And by the way, I can say it, I don't care what people say. The hero dog, when Trump was with the Mali,
Yeah.
you
that
know
was-
who sold it?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Okay. Who?
Thomas Haas.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Thomas Haas sold it to the military,
Okay.
and eventually they did. So Thomas is very strong with the military. Steve is always there with
Yeah.
Thomas.
Tough always. Yeah.
Everybody, Mike and Dave River, it's with Thomas. Thomas is one day, I hope he come to the US. I'll bring him over here.
Please. Yeah.
A super nice guy, speak very well English, better than I am. And he is excellent with this kind of dogs. He sell to all the special forces. He sell to the US, a lot of the good dogs. And he went with them to Iraq, to Afghanistan, to all over. But when people say they sold the dog, no, I know who the breeder is, and I know who sold it, and that was Thomas Haas. Somebody in Belgium tried to take the credit. And Belgium, I think, Holland or Belgium, one of the thing.
Okay.
And I tell them to go suck it. Thomas Haas did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know
yeah.
that for 100% sure.
Yeah.
So one day I hope Thomas will come over here to
Yeah.
deliver some dogs so you can
Bring
meet
him
him.
here.
Oh, he will be fantastic.
Yeah. That'd be a good conversation. What he can't say in English, I can say in
Huh?
German. I can say in German.
But he speaks English
I
and
know.
he's really good. His family is nice.
Yeah.
His place, and he always tried to accommodate you to be sure everything is you happy.
Nice.
You know, everybody have but that's why I think he's so successful in his business.
Yeah.
He's
of
always
the
taking
game.
care of other people.
Yeah. Top of the game. Top of the game. All right, Avi. Another
All right.
great chat.
No problem.
You should just move in. Steve wants to move in. Steve wants to live in the downstairs bedroom.
Steve is incredible, incredible.
But he wants, Janet said if he moves in, he can get a mini dachshund.
Yeah.
Because he had a mini dachshund. He loves the dachshund.
Just loosen them up.
I know.
Next time.
Maybe you can come over, rub his shoulders.
But it's the same. Oscar Mora.
Yeah.
Steve. All of them.
Yeah. Well, they need to
them up. Give them something.
I try. I tell them jokes. They don't listen.
They don't. They're so concentrated to make it straight.
It's hard, yeah. But public speaking is the #1 fear besides getting bit by a dog. You don't have a fear of either one.
I don't. I have with the horses, with the studs.
I don't want a horse. I don't want
with
big
the
stallions.
I have to put eyes everywhere.
Yeah, scary.
For what I did, that time. But I try to help as much as people who connect with me and find my name, and I tell them what I think. Where should they go by puppy or something? I don't breed, and until today, we got a lot of. I have it here even. I have a lot of people saying, "I'm a breeder. I didn't expect that, and you send me a fantastic puppy." Not me, the breeder. The breeder sent it to me, and I'm like, "Wow, that's nice. This is really nice to receive."
Yeah,
Well,
you're a good guy. You helped me a lot. You've introduced me to a lot of people on the show. A lot of people who came here were friends of yours, and I apprete that. You're a good friend and a good guy.
Mike Deal, it's your time.
Yeah, Mike, come on, Mike.
Mike.
And we're stalking.
It's a long way from Indiana, but he can make that. He can stay here.
He can stay here.
Look at this Pacific.
Get the ocean view
Pacific
right here.
Palisade, and you have the ocean view
right there. What does he have in Indiana? Cows.
No. There is no cows. It's cold.
Oh, it's corn.
It's corn
and
cold, and but you have a beautiful field.
Yeah, well, that's what we want. We want the tracking field.
Not only the tracking field.
The
his own
obedience.
field,
I know.
private in his own home.
I know.
Is amazing.
Yeah.
And he keep himself
busy,
really in super shape.
He does.
He's a canine officer for
better shape than me and
many
Steve?
Years. Huh?
Better shape than me and Steve.
He is pretty good shape.
I'm gonna get Steve, me,
and
Mike Deal.
No, and Mike, the other Mike.
And Mike Reaver.
Mike Reaver is buffed.
Okay, I'm taking them both to Gold. You're gonna come to Gold's Gym and you're gonna videotape it.
Yeah.
I said videotape it. You don't need to work out. You could hold the water bottle for everybody.
Me, I'll hold the stick and the whip. That's what they're gonna get you.
One more rep. All right. Okay.
All of you, good luck out there.
Yeah. God bless you.
Be
guys.
safe.
Be safe and be happy.
Yeah, that's the most important.